Like, hey,
it ain't YouTube. It's StreamYard.
Oh,
but before we get into that, let me this hey man, some in that intro.
Yo, go ahead and bring in that intro.
I'm listening to Frankie J, watching my comics. L to the P, breaking down my comics. With Midnight Assassin and David Wesley. My comics gets down. If you won't come test me, my comics.
Say some. Anyways, hey,
everything just blacked out.
I know that was long. So check this out. Welcome back, fellow knowledge seekers. It's my comments busting through your speakers. I'm your host, Frankie J, and this is Midnight Assassin. What you got to say? Got anything to say to the people? What's up? If you are new to the channel, don't be afraid to help us grow by hitting that like and subscribe button. Share it with your family, your friends, your uncles, your sisters, your cousins. If they're in the comic books and they just want to talk a little bit of trash, we the peeps. Right. So we got a good show for y'all. Tonight's show is just gonna be 40 minutes because I got some stuff I gotta do for tomorrow. But I wanted to make sure that I came through. We wanted to make sure we came through and gave y'all what you deserve because y'all are the ones that's keeping us in business. And to Nick Greer, Winky Tinky, I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna write that down right here and see how we can get you unblocked. This ain't Saturday. Why you on live on Friday? Oh, because tomorrow is my birthday.
Happy birthday!
And so I have to look like that. I appreciate family, and I like what family do for me because I was like, listen, the show is at 8:00 on Saturday. I don't care what y'all doing with the birthday stuff, but I'm done at 7:00 because I got to prep for the show. And the show gonna happen. So then, she gave me the Jada Pickett look. And then I was like, Will.
Did you smack somebody?
I slapped the shoulder Friday.
Oh.
Happy birthday, Grandpa. Boy, I'm old enough to be your daddy. If it wasn't for that mug that you call father. Anyways. I would have been your daddy if it wasn't for that mug you call Pappy. Hey, thanks for that. So we got a pretty good show. Man. Pretty good show because we're gonna get into some stuff, and that stuff we're gonna get into, man. It's gonna piss some people off. Some of these people who feel like they some real, they don't understand the storyline behind heroes and villains and who are actually heroes and villains. Just because you do heroic stuff all the time don't mean that you are actual heroes. Some of these heroes right now, we taking their hero card and downgrading them to anti-hero, and some of them out to downright villains.
Yep.
Because guess what?
From the boys. That's what we learning from the boys right
now. So, hey, you coming in low, man. Say something.
Hello. What about now?
I heard it click. It came in loud. Can y'all hear Midnight Assassin?
Yes.
Can y'all hear him?
Yes, I can hear him. Thank you.
Oh, I'm pulling up on you, man. Put some respect on my name.
You already know what it is.
Put some respect on my name.
Put some respect on
my name. Put some respect on my name.
Put some respect on the Mike's name, baby. Come on now, get into the game, son. You over here playing
so much.
Now I can hear you.
I ain't never hate that song so much.
No, you speaking all songs. I couldn't hear you and stuff. Anyways, what was I finna say? What was I finna get into? Hey, all right, Winky Tinky, I'm gonna get on that right after this. Right after this, we gonna get you unblocked, bro. Unblocked. All right. So what do you want to do first, there, Midnight Assassin? Do you want to do villains or superheroes? Do you want to do superhero gossip? Do you want to do the versus battle, or do you want to go into one of your sponsored videos? It's your choice.
Man, let's go into villain superheroes. Yeah. Yeah. Get them. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Hold on. Let me change the background right there. Are they villains? Are they heroes? Right. The first mug we gonna talk about. Hold on. Let me see if I got it here somewhere. That first mug we're gonna talk about. Hold on. Oh yeah, let's talk about this guy right here. Let me pause this up. Let me bring this up on the screen. Let me share this for y'all, man. Can y'all see that? All right, let's hit play.
Call Wanda a villain and give Flash a pass. I will contend to my dying breath that Flash is the ultimate DC villain. The guy who messes up timelines and gets no thoughts as he erases lives, families, and a kid called.
Right. So let's talk about Flash first.
Let's talk about it. Go ahead and talk about it. This dude's accomplished so many things, so many villains have tried to accomplish. This dude has just accomplished it. Like, boom, just by like changing the timeline, making Flashpoint. Like, you got so many villains out there that try to do that, and he just did it on a whim.
So what makes a person a superhero? I wanted to pull this definition up for some of y'all before we get into it. A superhero is a person who does heroic deeds and has the ability to do them in a way a normal person can't. So in order to be a superhero, you need a power that's more exceptional than any power. Okay, Flash got that, a normal. And you need to use that power to accomplish good deeds. Even when it's at the whims of you wanting something, such as your mom coming back, or Joker killing Lois Lane, or you want your kids, or whatever. So what kind of started this whole conversation was what happened with Wanda in Multiverse of Madness, and how everybody was making her out to be a villain because of her kids. All right. And what gets me is, and help me out with this, Midnight Assassin. Well, help me out with this. What gets me is the whole entire time in real society, because comic books are reflections of society, and also comic books influence society. Superhero movies influence society, and also they are a reflection of society. You hear people say, if you are a parent, you will do anything to keep your kids, to get your kids back, or to keep your kids in life. Or like Don would say, family over everything. All right. So what I was getting at is when I posted that on TikTok and YouTube was, you can't point Wanda out to be a villain and give Flash, Superman, Batman, the Batman, not the comic book Batman, the Batman, and a couple other people a pass.
You said the Batman. You meant the Batman.
The Batman.
You do.
Oh, you need to go back and watch the movie. Why was the Riddler peed off with the Batman?
Because he didn't want to go along with the plan.
All that money that Batman them had, they invested into a bad deal, which was his father. So there was the sins of the father that was following around the Batman. And the way Batman,
but he didn't know who he was, Bruce Wayne, remember?
Right.
He's mad at Bruce Wayne. Okay, yeah.
Right. But again, you said this a couple times. Batman goes around beating up villains. Not villains, but henchmen, this and that, putting them in the hospital. Right. He don't kill them. He don't shoot them. Right. That's what they said. Oh, he don't kill them. He don't shoot them. He just beat them up real bad and put them in the hospital.
And like the
right.
more villainous you are, the nicer Batman is to you. But like if you just like a henchman or a pickpocket or something like that, this dude's breaking your legs, he breaking your back. Like he doing all sorts of like stuff except killing you and stuff, but you'll never be able to walk again. You have to like drink through a straw the rest of your life. Like he don't care, bro. But when it comes to the Joker and the Riddler and Penguin and stuff, they get to go to Arkham and they just get to keep breaking out stuff. And Peacemaker said it best, man. He did the job Batman couldn't do. That's why he don't have a code of super villains and stuff. Cause everybody just RIP. That's it. Like,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. That's it.
So I know we jumped on Batman, but let's get back to the let's get into, because Batman, even though he could have used his money for other things such instead of being a vigilante, because Batman's not really a superhero, he's a vigilante. Superman's a superhero, but Batman's vigilante. We'll get into that a little bit later.
Everybody's a vigilante, man. Like, the law says you ain't supposed to be doing that. They supposed to basically join some type of like government agency and like register, and then follow along the lines, the rules of that agency, like whatever mission set they're given, that's what they're supposed to be going after. But these guys just pick and choose what missions they want to. They don't register with anybody, and they just like save whoever. And so it's like that's vigilantism. And then when it comes to like villainy, man, like I think Star Wars laid it out best when they like did that whole like Clone Wars and like Anakin becoming Darth Vader. Like he basically chose like his family and stuff, and then he just like killed kids and committed genocide over it. And it's just like but I mean, essentially, didn't the Flash do the same thing when he created the Flashpoint?
Well, and guess what? So with the Flashpoint, it's interesting because on people come back and they throw out they arguments and this and that for a Flashpoint, but he fixed the timeline. So hold on, when he went back the first time, right, to save his mom, and then he came back and he starts seeing how many people was actually missing from out of this time, the timeline he's in, and then also the residual effects of other people missing. That was just his story. So then he went back again to redo it, but you can't fix time. So Marvel pointed it out best with this multiverse thing, where they say you just keep branching off and making new variant timelines. Then that's really what he's doing. So every time you go back,
his mom was alive again. And he's like, nah, don't save her. Bro, that's like a new timeline. What you doing, bro? Like, are you serious? Like, you're not supposed to let that happen.
So in DC, all we know is that when you go back and fix something, that other timeline is gone. Mm-hmm. So all those people that was there, all those people that was born, they're gone. We talking about right now on Earth 616. That's what we are in the Marvel universe, or 1999 in other universes. We're talking about 6.7 trillion people that the Flash just took out. Who is this guy? A nice shirt.
Oh, thanks.
Not you, him. You got a nice shirt too.
Thank you.
All right. So yeah, Flash took out 6.7 trillion people. Each time he goes and changes the timeline, but guess what? He did it for righteous reasons. So with Wanda, was her reasons not righteous? Then they'll say, well, her kids wasn't real.
I know you will. We're at barbecue.
How do you erase the main continuity when you go back in time? How do you erase the main continuity when you go back in time? Right, Nick. So currently here, you got to look at all the different iterations of time travel.
One of them was bad, what she did. Just like Flash. Flash had good intentions, but when he found out like these are people actually alive, he should have stopped messing with it. Because just to go back and be like, oh, don't say like, now you're murdered. Like now that like that's literally accomplice to murder. Like, right. You can't be like, oh, sorry, I gotta let you die because the timeline. It's like, but then it's weird. Like Marvel with Deadpool, he went back He did everything perfect. So it's like all these rules with timeline. I don't know, man. He's made up rules. Do we got to believe in them? Or can it just be like what Deadpool did? And it can be fixed without looking everything.
While you was talking, I had to write down some stuff to try to, from my best point of view, answer Nick's question. So based on some of the stuff that we're seeing right now, right? Originally, what we thought is before it came, what we was thinking is there was only one timeline, and in DC, we're applying this to DC. So in this reality, you go back and change something, then it messes with the original continuity. So that being the main continuity, we never in DC explore alternate timelines, except for when they want to do a story about the Sinister Six and those other guys like Ultraman, those other people they'll do outside the timeline. But with Flashpoint, we're saying that Flashpoint is essentially the same as like Kang's timeline, sacred timeline, everything operated within that. So when he went back and changed stuff in the main continuity in DC, he ruined millions to billions of people's lives because he don't know what the butterfly effect was with that. And so I'm gonna give you another movie. It was called The One with Jet Li and Time Cop with what's my man name? Time Cop Van Damme. So with Van Damme and Time Cop, you know, you going back and changing something that altered the entire future, and also you couldn't occupy the same mass can't occupy the same space and time. So that was a rule. And then we had the one that traveled across multiverses, and if you to kill yourself and then you gain the other person's strength. So he was going across hundreds of timelines and killing himself, and then he became the one with the most strength until he met himself. And then in Endgame changed the rules of time travel. It's still confusing to me what Professor Hulk said. So the longer you're in the past, it disrupts the future. Yeah, basically. And if you change anything in the past, then it has a butterfly effect on a whole lot of other things that we don't even pay attention to.
Because it's like simply going to the past. You think you're going to the past. Is it really the past? Really just
the butterfly effect and the butterfly effect.
Is it really time travel? It's another dimension. That's what it's starting to look like. It's like they ain't even traveling back in time.
Right. So, with that being said, we're going to get back into the main topic of this. And the main topic of this really is Flash a villain or is he a hero? And a lot of people will tell you, no, Flash is a hero. As soon as he went back and saved his mom, he became a villain. He became no better than Reverse Flash. I mean, because he did it.
Double down on that. When he went back and stopped his mom from getting killed, still a villain. Still.
Right. Still. And so he came back and did his heroic stuff. And so with Wanda, was what she was doing justified? She had good intentions to get her kids back, but the way she went about it,
like she was even attacking other versions of herself, bro.
Right. So and to me, Wanda and Flash right now are no different as far as they doing it for selfish reasons. And another thing that I pointed out too was, help me out with this one. Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Cyborg are all guilty of what we allowed the Joker to do since 1940. The Joker has killed over 1 million people since 1940. But guess when Superman dealt the killing blow to the Joker? When he messed with Right.
He touched Louis Lane. He didn't care about nobody else Joker killed. As soon as he touched Louis Lane, that's when Superman want to intervene with the Joker.
So as long as the Joker was taking out everybody else's wives and husbands and kids and whoever else, it was cool. He'd go to jail, go through the justice system, and then get right back out and be a menace to society. But guess what? He took out Lois.
Yeah.
Right. So is that not the definition of selfishness?
She ain't stopped slavery. You run around. One time she come out when somebody lands a plane or something out there and stuff. What about all them other people that's slavery and stuff all over the world? And shit, she do nothing.
I'm gonna give you another concept of kind of like twisted heroics. I like the way that Marvel explores the vampire universe using Blade. All right, but then if we double down on the vampire universe and we say, hey, let's come, because we know Blade hunts vampires, right? And so we double down on it and say, all right, Blade, let's go take a look at Underworld. You know what I'm saying? With Selene and then the good vampires and the bad vampires, you know what I'm saying? They still all feed on blood. They still all need to feed on us. And hold on, that's giving me another thought. But anyways, would Blade kill Selene in the end, or would he let her live?
He'd kill her. He'd kill all of them, Twilight and stuff. He'd kill all of them. He'd kill all of them, bro. Like that's how it is. Like he's just he's just one way. Like no vampires.
And in the faction of vampires, you know what I'm saying? You got good vampires and you got bad vampires. And it's amazing how they write these storylines to make you believe that, there can be good vampires and it can be bad vampires. So we only drink animal blood. It's like, okay, cool.
It's like Republican and Democrat. But they both vampires. They go eat people.
And then digging deeper into that is werewolves. Is Selene a vampire? I never watched the Underworld movies. Oh, yes, she is a vampire to her heart. Oh, she was made into a vampire, and then she realized how she was made into a vampire, and that the whole time she had been being lied to by Victor. So when she found out that Victor killed her entire family, that's when she turned on her master vampire. And that's what set the whole stage for the Underworld events and the next series in question.
And that don't even make sense. Like, it'd be like Dracula bit you, man. Like, you become a slave. Like how are they having like free will and stuff like that? It don't even make sense.
Right. So I guess what I really wanted to say here is when we're talking about heroes and villains and what makes a hero, we know for sure that there are a couple people that are always heroes. Like, I can't really argue with Captain America. All right, but Tony Stark, he was actually kind of a villain that became a hero. And a lot of people say, well, how did he come up with that? Because Tony Stark was selling weapons of mass destruction, making profit off it.
Exactly.
And then when he got caught up in the situation, he changed his whole life. Now, Thor. PR. Right. Now, Thor and Odin is an interesting case because where Odin went and conquered the 9 realms.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Odin was and brutal.
Right. So what was the difference between Odin conquering the 9 realms and Omni-Man and the Virtumites going through conquering?
Exactly. It's just the only difference is just where they're at in their timeline. Odin pretty much like conquered and he was like, I'm good. Whereas like Omni-Man is still in the process of conquering.
Right.
That's the only difference. Odin's doing the same exact thing. And he just finished what he's doing. And he's like, all right, I'm in charge now. Let's have peace.
Look, when we started with Thor 1 and Thor 2, all right, we seen him battling and certain on different planets, this and that. Were they over there trying to take over those planets because those planets was attacking their place, or were they just saying we're gonna keep conquering until we have everything? That's kind of like Napoleon. What was the what's the guy that was in the 300 movie that was conquering the Persian guy?
Oh, you talking about was it Xerxes?
Xerxes. I mean,
yeah.
Essentially Odin and Thor, depending on how the story told, which is the losers, would say that they were Xerxes. We didn't want to submit to them, and they came through and killed and took over our planet. Oh, let me give you another one. Like
Hela was like, I mean, she basically said, "This is what we do." That's
exactly.
That's Thor's sister. I'm like,
exactly.
Yo, she was like, she pulled the paint off the wall and showed like, yo, this is how we got to where we're at. This is
that's how we got all the gold. No, let me give you another one. You remember Riddick in the beginning?
Yeah.
We thought that Riddick was the bad guy because that's the way he was portrayed amongst the civilized people. But what we didn't know is he's from a planet of warriors. And here it is, he just trying to live. And y'all coming after him, and then we come to find out there's some worse people in the universe in the Chronicles of Riddick, and we need him to help fight the people that's worse than them. So now Riddick goes from being a villain to a hero. But was he actually really at any given time? Did we see something to what that he was a villain? We just know the story is him being a bad guy, and then he became a hero.
All he was doing was surviving. He probably still killed a little bit like Wolverine. Cause like, look at Wolverine. Wolverine's straight up villain, bro.
Who?
Wolverine, bro. There's no question, bro. Straight up.
Wolverine a villain?
He have a change of heart every once in a while. Dude, straight up do some villainous stuff, bro. Especially when he got his memory back. Bro, he was like the boogeyman. Dude was just like slaughtering cats. Like, like dudes that did him wrong like 20 years ago or something, man. Dude went on a killing spree. And you ain't even have to like try to kill Wolverine. He was just like, you know what? You did something wrong, penalty, death.
But again, we've never really we don't question Wolverine as being a hero, anti-hero, a vigilante. He's somewhere on those lines, you know. Then sometimes he becomes the villain, right? Just like Hulk.
Yeah,
just like Hulk.
Exactly.
Hulk, he teeters all those lines, but when you say something about DC, oh, the Flash, no. He's a hero. No, that mug is teetering lines. When he going to change stuff, he teetering lines. In fact,
all those villains, man. Superman a villain. Wonder Woman a villain. Batman are definitely a villain. Shoot. What's that? Green Arrow? Like, I mean, you got all that money. Why you ain't training people? What you doing?
You ain't out here setting up no social programs or nothing. You just out here slaughtering. Anyways, man, check this out.
Like,
hold that thought. We had to
like, I love her. But go ahead.
The 28-minute mark. We need to take a word from our sponsor. We'll be right back.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum,
Good one, dog. I like that one. Now, what was your thought? What was your thought?
Oh, I was just saying he was treating Felicity Smoke wrong. And I'm just like, yo, why you doing Felicity Smoke like that? Villain, straight up. You know what I'm saying? But he on that toxic game.
This is what I will say.
She did get away.
outside the comic books, like for Smallville, I felt like Clark was an honest cat. Smallville, I felt like he was honest. What do you think?
Nah, man, he could have done more, bro. Like that's just garbage, bro. Like for real. Like you all small town, like nah, you got powers, bro. Like you be going all over the world, bro. I mean, I understand he couldn't fly till he was 18 and stuff. He could have been running all sorts of places doing some good. This dude, like Clark straight tripping, bro. Straight up just like selfish. Like ain't care about nothing, bro. Like just mad at his mom and stuff and just weird. I ain't like that, bro. That's like with great power comes great responsibility, man. That's what Uncle Ben taught us. That's what Uncle Ben said.
Let me give you another one. Let me give you another person who he went from being a villain. In fact, I'm gonna give you two. They went from being villains to being heroes. First one is Loki. Like Loki is a villain, point blank, period. But after
he ain't even a hero, bro. Like I know. Nah, they messing with your mind, bro. Like everything about Loki is super selfish, bro. Given the chance, like he will take that opportunity to be a villain again. Like this, like nothing's changed with Loki. It's just a really good story. It's really good. But I mean, I think they're playing along the lines like, yo, given the chance, this dude's gonna go for power, bro. Like he's just
that's what they was pointing out the whole time. Like he's gonna go for the power. He's gonna go for the power, but
right now he's just been stripped, and so now he's learned about the timeline. Like now we got to deal with Kang. But given an opportunity, if it wasn't for Kang, it wasn't for the timeline, TVA, and all that stuff, Loki would just be Loki. Like he'd still be doing Loki stuff. But he's been stripped of his position. He's been stripped. Like he's seen things. He's seen he's no longer the biggest bully, and now he's being bullied, and so now he's like, oh, I need help until his bullies are taken care of. Then he can go back being the bully again.
I'm supposed to rule. I'm supposed to rule.
Exactly.
Look. Let me give you another one. The whole time we watched Star Wars, we knew what Mandalorian was about. Mandalorian to us, he was a bad guy.
Oh, the Mandalorian ain't nothing but a bad guy, bro.
But look,
he got little heartstrings and stuff for little baby Yoda. Man, you imagine how many babies he done turned over? You imagine how many people beg not to be turned over? And he just works to the highest bidder, the highest corporation can pay him off, and you freedom fighters, everything done. Like I get he get a little emotional if he get attached to somebody, but if he ain't attached and it's just a quick, easy job, this dude's sniping folks, bro. Like and can you imagine how many times he did that? Like he got all the accolades, all the armor, all the awards and everything all on him and stuff. Like he is very respected in his guild. It's like this dude's cold. But we overlooked that because of the story.
Now he a good guy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hold on.
He's still a good guy. We just praising the bad guy because they write really good stories about these people. And they make you they try to help you, they try to make you see it within their eyes. So it's like sometimes they go against their code and whatnot. But when it gets right down to it, man, like they gonna snipe whoever for the right amount of cash. And if the easier to snipe, the quicker they just gonna collect. That's it.
Look. I'm gonna keep giving them to you. I'm gonna keep giving them to y'all. The Joker movie with Joaquin, the latest Joker movie. Like I don't see Joker as a bad guy anymore. I mean, from seeing that,
like he's straight up bad guy. Dude's just committing murder on TV, bro. Like, come on, man. I get it. He got bullied. He got pushed. Like, but come on, man. You can't just go around just popping cats like that dude on TV.
What do you mean? That's what Wolverine do.
Wolverine's a bad guy, bro. I just told you that. Bad guy. Joker, bad guy. Batman.
That's what Batman do. That's what Batman do.
Batman, bad guy, bro. Batman and Joker on the same team. They just playing games. All the poor people got to deal with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? All the poor regular people in the city got to deal with them. Them two just like playing games and stuff. They got money. Everybody else got to go through regular life. Batman just pretend he ain't Bruce Wayne.
Right. And look, we don't question Deadpool. Right? Deadpool, we know ain't a hero.
Exactly.
Anti-hero, vigilante villain.
He let you know he ain't a hero. And he like he don't care. He just doing what he want to do and stuff. That dude is not a hero.
Oh God. And you know who I feel sorry for? Well, first of all, in the multiverse of madness, I had seen something where people were saying that if Iron Man was there, then Wanda wouldn't have went down the path she did. The path she did. No, if Iron Man was there, she went down the same path because Iron Man wanted to lock her up. Doctor Strange is the same thing. I think if Captain America, Steve Rogers was around, she wouldn't have went down the path she went down. In fact, Steve Rogers would have found a different way or thought of a different way to help solve her problem. But we know Doctor Strange is like me when I was in the military, a little bit too serious. All right. He was a little bit too arrogant. That's not me. But what I'm saying is, and what the other thing I didn't like what they did with Doctor Strange is that the Doctor Stranges they showed in the Multiverse of Madness for their plot line was saying no matter what type of Strange is going to always go for power. He's going to always want more power. He's going to do it his way. But see, we only seen 5 or 6 Doctor Stranges in an infinite universe of billions and trillions of Stranges.
Like when he said, "Oh, Tony Stark got to die," I think that dude was lying, bro. There's so many possibilities. You telling me like out of all like, and he didn't even look at all of them. He just like looked as many as he could because it's infinite possibilities. But he like out of the millions I looked at, all of them like Tony Stark has to die. Like, nah, bro, you holding a grudge. Nah, you holding a grudge. Like, nah.
He holding Tony Stark's contract.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my bad, Robert Downey Jr. You're gone after 10 years. We can't be paying $50 million per movie.
Nah, I don't believe that, bro. I don't believe none of that. Like, you telling me ain't no other types of Doctor Strange. I mean, the whole point of infinite amounts of universes is infinite possibilities. And it's infinite possibilities of like people being dead, alive, infinite possibilities of different types. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Watcher.
They can't be all the same. You tell all of them got to die? Nah, that don't make no sense.
Infinite possibilities. And we only scratching the 0.0000001% of the surface with that. Scarlet Witch just needed some therapy.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the other piece too with Scarlet Witch was a lot of people saying that her kids wasn't real. All right. And I got to point out something to y'all. Chaos magic is the opposite of order magic, meaning she can create whatever she wants and it's real.
Right.
So my question is, those kids that Wanda had in the other universe was 836 or whatever, the 838 universe, how was those kids created? Through magic? Through Venom? Not Venom, but through Vision? Or did she actually have those kids?
Possibilities, bro. Endless possibilities, bro. That's what I'm saying. And she's going against her own self in other universes and stuff and taking her own self out. You know what I'm saying? But
here's
how many of those versions?
Here's the million dollar question, though.
How many of those versions of her actually pretended to be the moms and the kids just like fell in line with it? How many of those versions got away with what she was trying to do? See,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. How many versions of Scarlet Witch's kids did not have their mom?
Yeah.
That she might have died. Yeah, she might have died trying to fight off Thanos.
Yeah.
And then so we didn't explore that. Like that there should be plot armor.
In the plot holes. We got it. In the plot holes. It don't make
Look at this. Look at this.
She got Vision sperm donor. That could be a Vision.
nanosperm.
Exactly. Boom. But it's like how many times in other universes did she get away with her whole plan and just take over another body, and then boom, like it's like, dude, like there's the possibilities are endless. But then they be like, it's endless possibilities, but then be like, oh no, it never can happen. You be like, that don't even make sense.
Right. So hold that thought, because y'all know where we at. Y'all know what's about to be. Let me get this stuff off the screen. Let's jump into this cosplay of the week. We'll be right back.
My fatality, loving my comics like me, so she's listening to Frankie J, watching my comics.
What up? Welcome back to this week's cosplay. And because of your votes, this is this week's winner. And here are my choices for next week's winner. Don't be afraid to vote on which ones you think are best. That Nightwing was fire.
First, I was like that Captain America, but then I was just like, damn, torn between that and Nightwing right now. That Nightwing was like on point, bro.
So, again, I'm gonna upload this video after this one, so it'll be up by 9:15. Don't be afraid to go on and vote on which person you thought did it the best. Also, I'm expanding the cosplay to people of color, so all people of color will get featured on the upcoming cosplays, and we'll go from there. So, where were we? Did we get into the news? Oh, yeah. Let's get into it. Hold on. Let me do this. Hold on.
Yo, whatever happened to that
All right, we back with this superhero gossip. All right. And that's what we came on. If you don't know, after this, you gonna know. So today, Obi-Wan Kenobi came out. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I didn't know how to spell that until today. When I watched the first 15 minutes of it, I thought it was Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now I know it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. I ain't gonna lie. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I ain't gonna spoil it. I'm gonna spoil it next week though, because we're gonna be covering it. And then we will talk about it a little bit, and then we'll go from there. Did you catch any of it?
Nah, I'm excited. I haven't caught it yet. We caught up with other stuff, but yeah, I'm excited to see, like, because I'm like, the Mandalorian was good, but then Boba Fett kind of slowed up.
Right.
It kind of like put a stopper to it. So I'm hoping they can really like pull all the stops out of this one, because they say Hayden Christensen's supposed to be in it, like back as Anakin and stuff. Like they finna put some pretty big names on it. So I'm hoping the storyline is gonna be really good.
No, I think it will be. I think it will be. So I got a question. I'm gonna put this picture up. Ooh, it's about the Incredible Hulk. So do y'all know one of the biggest isn't a plot armor? One of the biggest plot armors in the comics is the Incredible Hulk. Because when Bruce Banner changes into the Incredible Hulk, he somehow always has on some pants. Except and then when he transfers back from Hulk back to Bruce Banner,
the pants always he get big and then he get small again. The pants always it never makes it. It ain't make sense when Lou Ferrigno was doing it, but they always did that.
Right. So I just want to bring that back to y'all attention. that y'all don't forget that this is fiction. All right. And a lot of times we're doing these debates back and forth, this can be written and changed at any time to reflect somebody else being more powerful. So I'm gonna go back to this and make everybody mad. Right now, across the DCEU, in the MCU, even the boys, even Invincible, even Umbrella Academy, Scarlet Witch is pretty much holding the most power. She's pretty much the beast of the East. She's pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Just straight jacking mugs and not caring. All right, yeah. But so y'all can go back and forth and say, well, Superman and the Snyder League cut when he blocked this, and that. If Superman don't come out and knock Wanda out without her knowing, that's it. There's no more fight.
What about Kang?
Oh,
like
ooh,
because it's like
that's what I'm saying. No. Listen, that's what I'm saying right now. She holds a whole lot of feats that she did.
Yeah. But I'm saying
everything else, because you can say Celestials, you can say Kang, you can say Hela, you can say Odin, you can say Dormammu, whatever his name is. It's one more. It's one more entity that I'm forgetting. That's classified, and I was going to do a video on this too. That's classified higher than Scarlet Witch, but she came out like a beast. And Kang, you are correct, because Kang seen a multiversal war, went through, they fought, and then he consolidated all these verses into one timeline.
About Silver Surfer?
Silver Surfer ain't in the MCU yet. He's still on the outside of it. Oh, Thanos? Right. And we thought Thanos was powerful, and she almost killed him without the Darkhold. And people, and listen, Nick Gray, don't get me started on this. No one wants to see the Hulk naked, and She-Hulk is. You know what? I'm assuming Midnight Assassin will tell you how angry I got when I seen they nerfed the Hulk. Like, they nerfed him. But
what if?
Not in just what if, just the whole MCU Hulk's appearances have been nerfed. And this is what I will say. This is how I understand what they're doing. Even though Wanda right now is like the most powerful, right? It's not saying that Strange can become more powerful, because we know that right now we're in the beginning world of Strange. You know what I'm saying? He's not even a sorcerer supreme like he is in the comic books. At any given time, Strange can come up. And also, I wanted to give a shout out to my man Wong. And I thought I had his picture here, but hold on, dude. Did I put Wong in here? Nah, man, I ain't put Wong in here, man. Yeah, Wong. You know what I'm saying? They forget what Wong has done. You know what I'm saying? Wong is a bad man. But I'm gonna leave it at that. So
Claire,
do you know that the Flash may be getting a season 10? What you think about that?
Man, I thought they was gonna like cut all that stuff and just revamp everything, especially after what they did with Peacemaker, bro. Like, I mean, it's like stop feeding us baby food, bro. Like, we ready for meat. We ready for like food, bro.
Peacemaker, Superman and Lois, and Young Justice is killing it across the board. So when people say when people say DC's not in it, they're in it. It's just you ain't going through and following. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of the people. I didn't watch Peacemaker, but I have watched Young Justice. I didn't watch it, and I follow Superman and Lois.
Oh, play that song.
No. Anyways, moving on.
Cut yourself.
Read this.
Can't believe this. Hotspot. Martin reunion is coming to BET. Plus Bel Air series canceled because of Will Smith. It says,
this is the news. So they had a ceremony or something going on for Bel Air, and Fresh Prince decided not Fresh Prince, but Will Smith decided not to show up because he didn't want to ruin the chances of those actors messing up their careers or whatever, the spotlight being taken off of them, because he did a whole slap of Chris Rock. So he's keeping this distance from the show, even though his production team is in charge of the show. He don't want them to get blackballed because of something that he did.
Yeah. So the way I read that, I couldn't tell. I didn't know it was gonna be a question mark, but then it wasn't a question really. Like, is it canceled, or are
no?
They gonna cancel it? Okay.
No. They didn't cancel it. They just threw that up there to make you clickbait. That's how they do it. And then when I first read the one about the Martin piece, I thought for sure that we was gonna be doing something with a new Martin show, but they just gonna have a reunion. So I don't even know how interesting that's gonna be. But I want to see all them interact again. And I don't think it'll be funny like it was. Oh, they got a new house party coming out too.
Oh, for real?
Remember Kid and Play? Yeah. It's with what is his name? I'll bring it up next week. I'm lost in the sauce right now. Winky Tinky. Damn, I almost missed this. That's right, Charles Hayes III. What up, dog? Gemini.
Bringing that outro.
Rest in peace, Tommy Ford. Hold on. Let's see what else. Oh, let me get this off here. Hey man, can you read that real fast? Cause why you ain't doing that?
That's not a sellout. That's genius. Fans come to Ice-T's defense after internet trolls claims he's a sellout after making what?
So Ice-T, he's been on that show where he's been playing a cop for I don't know how many years.
Oh yeah, he did a good job.
Right. And so since he's a gangster rapper, they're saying that he shouldn't be playing a cop. Like, dude, how y'all
there's so many cops that listen to gangster rap all the time, bro. Like, it don't make no sense. Like, art imitates life, bro. Like, that's just
at the same time. I mean, is they paying this man's bills?
How many cops paying
Ice-T's bills? No.
How many cops want to become rappers in the LAPD? How many cops were in the gang in the LAPD? How many cops were dealing drugs in the LAPD? How many cops were on that manifesto with what's his name? Christopher
Yo.
Rafael Perez was actually doing executions, and he turned over other cops. It's like art imitates life on this, bro. Why are they trying to act like this stuff don't happen? But go ahead.
No. I want to interrupt you, but thank you. So let me put this up. So this is why I can't get nothing done. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I got stuff I gotta do around the house. I'm trying to put a book together, and man, I can't listen. TV has me focused on stuff I ain't supposed to be focused on. Listen, if y'all ain't seen this show, We Own This City. You know what this is about, B? This is about the Baltimore cops, and when they was gun task force, and when they was crooked cops and shaking drug dealers down and citizens for money, this and that. You got to catch this because the dude from the Punisher, lead role. He's got a lead role in here. He plays Sergeant Wayne Jenkins to the T, dog, to the T. If y'all are able to catch this show, this is The Wire on steroids. This is This is Oz on steroids, but not with all the jail stuff. This right here is on point because they're showing exactly what cops was doing in the streets when they was just shaking mugs down. Cops was going through just doing drive-bys and shootings. Dude, they was taking mugs drugs and having other drug dealers sell it and get half. Yes.
Yeah, first time I saw something like that was when I watched that movie Black Mass, and then you saw how the FBI was like the one dude was friends with, grew up with the dude and the FBI and stuff, and so he was like, "Oh, you just arrest all my friends I mean, all my competition, and I ain't got no competition. I can deal drugs. Like, are you serious? But like, cats is doing that. People trying to pretend like cats ain't doing that, and so like justice don't be getting done and stuff. Like, come on now. So big ups to Ice-T for what he did. Big up for like, hey, congratulations on his success. Congratulations for where he came from on his success. Letting that story be told. Yes, that's yeah. That's my thoughts on it.
Outstanding. So, because we went over 10 minutes, man, and I gotta get ready to get out of here. Midnight Assassin, can you please hold on? Do we need to do one more thing? Do we show two sponsors for you or one?
We did. What other sponsor at?
What does it say?
I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm not gonna stop.
No, mama say, mama tell, mama.
What?
30 years of my life.
Nah, she's lying, bro. She's lying.
The Michael Jackson tonight.
What does it say?
I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm not gonna stop.
No, mama say, mama tell, mama.
What?
30 years of my life.
Nah, she's lying, bro. She's lying.
He was saying, "Mama say, Mama sue, Mama so." Mama say, Mama sue, Mama so. Mama say, Mama sue, Mama so. Yeah. When is the next live? We will resume the next live at 8 o'clock Eastern Central Time and 7 o'clock, whatever Texas is. Before we get off, man, now that I mentioned Texas, man, I want to give a shout out, and recognizing the families who are going through the turmoil for the school shootings. And to be honest with y'all, it's not just Texas. We've had 3 school shootings or graduations that have ended with shootings since what happened in Texas this past week. And I mean, it's a problem that need to be fixed. But to be honest with you, the way they're going about fixing the problems, it's not going to fix the problems. I mean, we need more intensive background checks. Guess what? Those guys that are doing it got perfect records, because guess what? The cops ain't in their neighborhood. Their names ain't in the system. What more can you do? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna leak because I want to keep the show non-political, but I'm just saying,
like, ain't nobody worried about the hearts of the people, so their hearts just keep turning cold, bro. Ain't nobody focus on that, and so like they just be like, oh, they be focusing on all this stuff, but the hearts of these kids is like cold.
And here go the other thing, because I live in a conservative type place, and so a lot of the radio is conservative. And one of the things it kept saying was, well, this kid got in through a back door at the school. It should be only one way in and one way out the school. The way I was raised, it was only one way in and one way out of school. And in Florida, they had, well, I don't know about other places, but you had an inside school and an outside school. The inside school, you could only get in through the front door. And when school was in, that door was closed and locked, and somebody was kind of like watching it. And if it was an outside school, the outside school had a gate around it.
Are you talking about the portables?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that, and so I guess what I'm saying is that these non-black schools, these things are happening in, is because you don't have any security. You don't have anything in there to keep mugs from doing what they're gonna do. In black schools or schools around black neighborhoods, they're over secured.
Over it, man.
So,
yeah, he wouldn't have got
we
past.
have the answers.
He won't get past the metal detectors in some of these schools, bro. Like, ain't no way. That you right.
And they talk, yeah.
You right. Like security's like, security. They gonna tell you that.
And the other piece too that I will say, I cannot think. You know what? I'm gonna have some of my boys come on this show when I grew up with. I cannot remember a day that the police was not at the school when school was in and when school was getting out. I cannot remember a day where we didn't have a police there. And it wasn't no fights. It wasn't no shootings or any of that kind of stuff. We just had police at the school.
Oh yeah,
And
you couldn't skip without trying to duck the police. I remember that. You couldn't skip without trying to duck the police.
so, I mean, with that being said, I think, we have answers, but we ain't doing them. Anyways, with that being said, do you have anything you want to?
What's up with these schools?
Yeah.
Just pure evil having people shoot. Yeah, man, it's the hearts of these kids, bro. But you hit it on the head, like with the security. That's like a weird thing. But like, ain't nobody like talking to these kids. Ain't nobody like counseling these kids. It's just like they just going around just unadulterated, just like crazy.
No, but look. Social media. I want to get into social media just real fast. Social media has.
Before you say that, they knew about this stuff for 3 years. He talked about doing this for 3 years, and no one did anything. No one cares about the kids, bro. He told them.
Look, that's what I'm getting at. If this situation was some other people, they would have came at him. But other than that, this is what's going on. So what I want to say is, listen. This is my message going out. Right now, we need to challenge the status quo, meaning critical race theory. All right. Nobody wants, we don't want that in the school. Then we don't want to hear anything about GRT, which is replacement theory. We don't want to hear anything. Listen, that don't need to be caught in school. Great replacement theory. You ain't heard about that?
I'm out the loop on everything, bro.
Listen, so I mean, it's got to be even across the board. But listen, we ain't fighting it. We need to fight fire with fire. I hate to say that, but you can't go high, because if you go high every time, you're missing stuff that will help us win the argument. You have to be on the ground and know who your enemy is and know their strengths and weaknesses.
When they go low,
we with you, but we ain't doing the low stuff. I ain't gonna be an anti-villain like Wolverine.
They go low, I get high.
No, hold on. Winky Tinky. See, I like this. What you just said. Parents need to hide the guns away from their children. The problem is, Winky Tinky, we might have an offline conversation about this. In our community, guns are bad. That kid who shot up the school, his parents gave him the gun as a present. You have the right to shoot. You have the right to bear arms. You have the right to the Second Amendment, but you must do it responsibly. So we need to close this out.
Yeah, that stuff don't make sense, man. It just seems like it's too convenient. But yeah, go ahead. Never mind. Seems like it's all they doing. It's like another agenda. But go ahead. We can close this out. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna close this out. Hey, thank y'all for participating. Hey, don't forget.
I'm listening to Frankie J.
What he's finna close it out?
That's why I hate you.
Go ahead, close it out.
Oh, I'm pulling up on you.
No, seriously, go ahead and close it out.
I appreciate y'all's picture. I hate you, bro.
Oh God. Oh man, this background look kind of tight when it's like this. I might have to start rocking it like this. You want one of these? They got them on sale.
I'm trying to close you out. What button you push to get you out the screen? How I close you out?
Nah, seriously. Go ahead and close out. I won't do nothing this time, I promise.
Hey man, thanks for everybody participating in this stuff, man. Don't forget to like, comment on there, man. Don't forget to put in the comment and vote. Don't forget to vote every time. I was ready for you to close me out. Oh, he's
I'm listening to Frankie J, watching my comics. L to the